are we?
We're Total Betty Podcast Network.
Cute.
I'm Michelle. This is Liz.
Nice to meet you.
Who's Betty?
Nice to meet you. It's from Clueless.
Oh, okay, got you.
Like, you're a Total Betty.
I love Clueless.
Oh, that's
Apparently
right.
not enough. 'Cause I don't watch
No, it's okay.
Lots of people are fine.
It's okay. With the homies. Should we get started?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Welcome back to Total
Betty. Sorry, we don't rarely do just random episodes like this. So, welcome back to Treehouse Talk. Let's talk. See gossip. Three gossip girls talking Texas forever and something special.
Yes, I'm Michelle.
And I'm Liz.
And we're going to recap our time at Epics and Chill.
It's a good time.
It was a really good time. Many of you asked for us to do this. So who couldn't attend, and those who did get to attend, you get to relive the weekend, and now you get to live the weekend as if you were there with us.
Right. And especially like our perspective.
Right.
Of being podcasters / press at this event. So,
yeah. All right. So, Epics and Chill fan convention. It was in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina.
Super cute town.
Yeah, I mean, kind of.
We saw of it.
We saw the hotel, and then we saw Omar Shrine Temple where it was held.
And we saw like a little outdoor eating area when we went to eat later on. It was just like a very tiny like dock area, which was cute. That was about it, but very cute.
It was really cute. You were very obsessed with how cute it was. I'm like, Liz, this looks very familiar.
It looks like where we live. Like we live on Long Island, so we have docks and cute restaurants outside too. But I was just like, oh, it's like we're on vacation.
Yeah. But this event was from August 19th through the 21st. And we want to shout out the crew and the team that put this entire convention on. This was their first con.
Yeah, which is epic, if you will. Epic.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
So Alexis, Anna, Danielle, Cindy, Devin, Amani, Lonnie, Stacy, and of course all the volunteers.
Yeah, we got to meet so many volunteers. You guys were so sweet. I mean, everyone was sweet, but you just were always happy to be there, and you had a smile on your face. I never saw anyone complain, to my face at least. But you guys looked great.
Everyone seriously did an amazing job. And the fact, again, can't stress this enough, like the first convention.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible.
And then they have another one in October that's Vampire Diaries themed.
Yes.
Wow.
I was feeling an epic in Mystic Falls, which that is the town that Vampire Diaries is set in.
Yeah.
And it's in Georgia, where Vampire Diaries was filmed.
It's really
so pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, Liz was reading off all of the people who were attending, and she's like, this is a big deal. I've never seen the show. So I'm like,
I mean, they have Ian.
Cool.
They have Ian and Paul, which is right there. I'm sure every beating heart is going to run to see both brothers together in the flesh. So
it's really neat.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's really neat. All right. So we're going to dive in. We're going to go day by day.
Here we go.
Strap in. Pack
You're
your
going to be here a while.
Yeah, you're going on vacation with Mitch and Liz.
Yeah, we're going to South Carolina. You're going to get on a plane with us, maybe watch a little Desperate Housewives, because that's what we did. And we have never, I had watched it very sporadically, and I was telling Michelle how Desperate Housewives also had a video game, if you will, for the computer. And I would play that with my sister. And it was basically The Sims, but there was an end result. It wasn't just like a continuation. You just kept playing. There was like a murder and you had to figure it out, I'm pretty sure. So that was so much fun. And Michelle was like, I've never seen Desperate Housewives. And so we started it on the plane. And it was awesome.
Yeah, anytime I travel, I always pre-download my shows. So I downloaded The Bear and I downloaded Desperate Housewives. And then I watched an episode of The Bear, and then Liz is like...
Then she was watching Desperate Housewives, and she had seen the end of the episode. Oh, I'm sorry, the beginning of the episode. And I was like, oh, and she's like, I didn't know that happened. And I was like, oh my God, that's like the whole point of the show. And so we were explaining, and we just started watching it.
Put my headphone splitter in, and Liz joined me.
I joined. It was fun.
Flights were on time. Like, you're getting every detail, folks.
Yeah, you are. You are.
But then we land and it's pouring rain.
Not just pouring, like raining cats and dogs. Is that like the saying? Like, it was torrential pouring.
Yeah.
And the lightning was crazy. Crazy lightning.
Yeah, but we're in the car. Lys's pop socket broke and her nail. So we're like, wow, this is a bad omen.
On visual, I still have it, guys. You can't really see.
Yeah, perhaps we should just
I
go
was
home.
like, okay, yeah, maybe we should just go home.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The first event of the convention was celebrity karaoke.
Which was so awesome. And it was really intimate. At that point, not all of the guests, not cast members, but I mean like guests going to the convention have arrived. So it was pretty like small and intimate, and we were able to watch the guests do karaoke and the cast members do karaoke, and it was just really cool. And some people were so good.
Yeah, there was John Cabrera, Caroline Arapaglu, Caitlin Black, Scott Porter, Stacey Oristano, Joel Courtney, and his wife Mia Jolink. Lys was automatically taken away with everything that is Scott Porter.
I have arrived at the Scott Porter train. I had loved Scott Porter on Ginny and Georgia. Michelle's like, while we were watching Ginny and Georgia, I guess that was already last year, I was like, I love this guy. I forgot even his name on the show. And she's like, he's from Friday Night Lights. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then as we were watching the show, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember. I love Scott Porter. But I did not know how much I loved Scott Porter. Phenomenal singer, super charming, great dancer, has the whole package. And I was like, oh my God, I have arrived. She's arrived.
Yeah.
And he's a Southern gentleman. Like, he's great.
He's like a mayor.
Legit.
Like, goes around, shakes everyone's hand, takes pictures with every person.
Yeah.
He'll talk to you, like, in-depth conversation with you.
He's very warm, very personable. He's just, he's a good egg. Real good egg.
Did you know Stacey Oristano could sing?
I didn't. I don't really know Stacey until this weekend, and she is a doll.
Yes.
We loved spending time with her and chatting, and I was very impressed. Yeah. I mean, everyone that was up there were great singers.
I wanted to sing. You wouldn't sing with me.
No, I meant like the cast members were great singers.
I know, but I wanted to go and sing a song.
No, and some of the guests were really, really good too. No, I have my reasons. And, karaoke has never been my thing.
I mean, I feel like the thing with karaoke is if you sing really well. Well, I always said if I could sing really well, I would show it off in the karaoke bars. Mm-hmm. But even if you can't sing, it's more fun that way.
I don't find it more fun.
But then you can sing and dance up there. Okay, no. I'll drop it. Okay.
No.
Next day, Saturday. It actually started off Friday night. When we got back from karaoke, we decided to get Taco Bell.
Yeah.
We were starving. And
we had a weird eating schedule.
Right. But we got, I never get late night Taco Bell.
Oh, same. I can't think the last time that I did this.
I think the last time I had Taco Bell was like 15 years ago.
Wow. I mean, I definitely have had it less than 15 years ago, but it's always the same.
Right.
It's never a disappointment. If you're gonna have Taco Bell, you're not disappointed.
Right. But the thing with Taco Bell is it has to come out.
Yeah.
And our toilet would not flush.
Right. I forgot about that already. It's funny at work, we were having the same issue. So it was like I kind of brought that with me, I guess. I forgot. Times. And the plumber had to come and he fixed it and we were ready to go.
Everything, but we like both woke up and we're like, yep, Taco Bell.
Taco Bell that night before.
Anyway, you don't need to hear about that. But
No.
I just found that so funny because I remember us both waking up and saying the same thing of like,
uh-oh.
Yeah. And our toilet doesn't flush. Great. But Saturday, we got ready and the fandoms for day one. We had Gilmore Girls, Scott Patterson, Yannick Truesdell, Matt Zuckery, and John Cabrera.
Yes.
Outer Banks, Austin North, and Caroline Arapaglu. One Tree Hill, Brian Greenberg. Friday Night Lights, Scott Porter, Derek Phillips, Gaius Charles, Stacey Oristano, and Zach Rohrig. Teen Wolf, Holland Roden.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Crystal Reed, Melissa Ponzio, Colton Haynes, Kylan Rombo, Ian Bowen, Daniel Sharman, Tyler Hecklin, and Tyler Posey. And then for Twilight, we had Peter Facinelli and Taylor Lautner.
It was a great Saturday.
It really was.
I think everyone really enjoyed themselves. It was really cool setup. Every single cast member had their own little table and a booth, and they had their banner in the background, so you could see who it was. And also, I think it had like their most memorable character, like the reason why they were there. So that was really cool because this temple was pretty big and it had a stage, which was awesome because that way the Friday night they had the karaoke on the stage, and then Saturday and Sunday they had basically a DJ up there that would, make announcements or play music or whatever. So it really worked out nicely, this place.
Yeah, it was set up kind of as like a trade show.
Basically a trade show, yeah. Which was so different than any other convention that we've been to.
It's true. And usually you have a hard time understanding and knowing when things are lining up. You can't hear anything. This was really well executed.
It really was. It was also, I think they had in total what we were told was about 600 people. And obviously not all in one day, but pretty small. And like I said before, like very intimate, where it wasn't overcrowded and it wasn't really noisy and it wasn't, you weren't worried about COVID, and it was really well executed.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
We were complimenting that the entire weekend.
Yes.
Also, it seemed from our perspective, we were again on the attendee side of it, things seemed to have run on schedule for the most part.
As far as we knew. If it didn't, y'all did a really good job of, covering it up. So
yeah, I mean, we didn't experience any of that. They had panels going pretty much every hour from 11 until 6.
Yeah, they were every 50 minutes.
Yeah. And so there were a bunch on Saturday, but we attended the Men of Gilmore, the Dylan Panther Pep Rally, and the Other Beings of Teen Wolf. The Men of Gilmore was the first one of the day, and we loved that one.
Of course. I mean, you guys know we're two huge Gilmore Girls fans. And to see Scott Patterson and Yannick Truesdale, John Cabrera, and Matt Zuckery, I mean, this is what we were told was Matt Zuckery's first convention ever. So honored that he was able to come, and he couldn't have been nicer as a person.
It seems like it.
It's right.
We didn't get to talk to him.
No, but as what he was saying during the panel, I was like, okay, wow, I knew I loved you, Matt Zuckery, but it just confirmed it even more.
How did you feel? Obviously, we knew this was going to be discussed. The idea of more Gilmore Girl episodes, and Matt Zuckery is like, no, Amy and Dan think they left it off the way it can be left off.
I think that was the perfect thing for for him as Logan to say.
Yeah.
And I think the others kind of were like, sure, cool, if we're given that opportunity, because if you listen to Scott's podcast, you know that he's always like projecting, like, there are things I would have changed about the 4 parts, and I would go back and they should do a prequel or something like that. So I think if given the opportunity, he definitely would do it. I mean, I can't speak for him, but it seems like he would do it. And Yannick, the same thing. And John, I think the same thing. So I think and the way that Matt summed it up, like, no, this was the way it was supposed to be, and I think that's cool. I'm like, I'm good too. Either way, I'm good. Same. Even as a Gilmore fan, I'm good.
Same. The way the panels worked is you could submit a question via Instagram.
Yeah, it was cool.
Post, and so the moderator, she would read out your name, and then if you were there, you could ask your question in person.
Right. And if you were there and you didn't want to ask it, she would ask it for you.
So the interaction part of that was unique in the sense where, you've been to other panels before and usually you have to raise your hand. You don't get called on.
It's a little bit of a slower, less organized process. This was just, in my humble opinion, like way easier.
Yeah.
And just it kept everything just cohesive, and it was, okay, next question, and it was read, and it wasn't an overwhelming amount of questions. And also there were no repeats from what we could tell, unless, Lonnie wasn't reading them, but there was no repeats, which was nice.
Right. Yep. During the Dylan Panther Pep Rally, we asked a question of how does Derek and Stacey feel as podcasters, and what's their favorite part? And that was nice for them to answer.
Yeah, and they really went into like a long-winded kind of answer that I just stared and smiled the whole time, because I was just so happy that they were able to, they saw us right away.
Right.
And remembered us later on, which was really nice. So getting to hear how Stacy had never seen the show before. And when I went up to her, I was like, I've never seen it. She's like, same girl. I've never seen it either. So it was perfect because as someone who has never seen the show and don't listen to the podcast, I still feel like I got a good answer. And they both just loved doing this experience to be able to talk to the other cast members about their time on the show.
Right.
Because while they were on the show, they were like, how's your hamburger? Not like, how did you prepare for this epic scene of you crying in the bathtub? You know, so it was special.
Yeah. They're a good group.
They're a great group. And we found out that most like his character is Scott Porter, which no surprise there. But least like his character is Gaius.
Yep.
They said he is way more like down to earth and reserved and professional. And Smash is kind of a little bit
boisterous.
Very, very boisterous. And he said, Gaius had also said when he needs that confidence in his life, he just remembers, oh yeah, I was a Smash.
The
and
Smash,
he, like,
baby.
He says, and he just like broke his character. He broke the Gaius character to be in Smash's character. And it was cute. It was fun to see.
Yeah. So we didn't really know how this was going to go in terms of who we were going to get to talk to.
Yeah.
And so we made a decision that we were going to ask everyone attending the event only one question.
One specific question. And if you're an OG TB, you probably know the question.
And if you're wondering what that is, there will be an episode out where you can hear everybody's answer.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that.
Who did you enjoy most talking to? Like let's share the stories. I'm going to tell my embarrassing one. You can tell what you felt embarrassing. I didn't think that was embarrassing. I'm not going to speak for you.
So Michelle and I, going into this, we had obviously the cast members that we were familiar with and then cast members that we were not. So it was nice to meet Joel Courtney, who I have never seen The Kissing Booth, but I've heard it's huge on Netflix. He was so incredibly sweet. I loved talking to him. I thought he was really, really nice. And Austin North, too.
Austin
North might have taken the cake for the Saturday because he was so down to earth, just super chill, made jokes. And like we've both seen Outer Banks, but he just, next season, I will keep an eye out for you, Austin North. I really appreciated speaking with you.
We'll look at Topper a little bit closer.
Topper, yeah.
Yeah.
But we talked to majority. We got to ask our question to the majority of the cast members there. And we get up to John Cabrera, who plays Brian on Gilmore Girls. And Michelle and I ask our question. And he schools me on Gilmore Girls because Michelle and I had seen the show, obviously, many times. Many, many times. Not 30 plus times, but I mean, probably 5 times in my life I've seen the show straight through. And there's a lot of dialogue. You guys know there's a lot of dialogue in the show. And so I can't quote every single episode from every single season, but he schooled us on it and he looked at me and he's like, do you watch the show? And I'm like, yes. And I looked at Michelle. Michelle's like, I don't even know what that one is either. You'll hear it on our episode. So I apologize. And then we went home and we watched Gilmore Girls. Well, I went home. We went back to the hotel room and watched Gilmore Girls and recorded that part of the episode that he was schooling us on. And so I walked away and I was like, damn you, Alyssa. And Michelle's like, I didn't know it either. And I was like, just like...
She was mortified.
Because out of all the shows there, I know Gilmore, you know? I don't know. I mean, I know out of all the shows, probably I would know Pretty Little Liars because I watched that a bunch. And Gilmore. Like, other than that, and Twilight. Twilight, I know a ton of random ass things about Twilight. But I was like, oh, God. You know I hate to fail. So I was like, damn it. I walked away and I was so pissed. So then Michelle's like, I think we fixed it because of the story later on. And John and I talked on the side. I was like, okay, we're good.
Yeah. And like the answer
it was fine.
Is so ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous.
I would never, upon watching
this one thing he had told us was in the last five seconds of the episode, and I happened to be paying attention. I was like, oh, Michelle, it's on. And then it was like the episode ended. I was like, that's what I was supposed to be paying attention to this whole time?
Yeah, it's the episode with the town crier. But
yes,
it's just, it never comes up again.
It never comes up again. I would have remembered it if we talked about it twice on the show, but we only could talk about it one time.
Right.
And it's such a fleeting comment by Lorelai. Anyway, so we walked away and we started laughing, and then we pretty much were cool as cucumbers for the rest of the day.
I was mortified in the beginning of the day because the first person we spoke to was Aaron Schwartz. He was
so
wonderful,
sweet.
but I didn't hit record.
Yes, it's okay.
And I also didn't hit record with Susanna, and I missed a fan interview with Mary. Shout out to Mary.
Hey, Mary.
You're super sweet.
You know what? We still got their answers. People will hear their answers to our question. And so Michelle and I had overpacked way too much equipment. Next time we learned our lesson for this type of event. That I brought the mixer from my house and Michelle brought the mixer
recorders.
Recorders for what we record into from hers. And so the one recorder wasn't working on battery, so we had to use mine. And I didn't tell Michelle you have to double click for record, and she didn't record the two. So I'm sorry that I let you down.
You didn't let me down at all. I should know this. But the good thing is we got it on our phone.
We got it on the phone. So we were able to extract it and we're good. But Aaron was the first, I think our first interview the entire weekend, and he couldn't have been nicer. Seriously, so sweet. We talked about New York. He was so genuine. He loved our business card. Like, it was a win-win.
Yeah.
It was fine. We made up for it.
He kind of gave us the pep in our step to continue
Definitely.
Yeah. I think another surprise. I mean, I really, truly loved talking to every single person.
Same.
Loved Derek and Stacy, remembered us.
Oh, yes.
They, the next day, continued a conversation with us.
They did.
About our
It was really special.
The fact that we got to talk to Tyler Posey was a total... shock,
but also felt like home, because he felt like one of our guy friends. We were talking about how he literally could be Anthony. He was like a mix of like Randy and Anthony together, and how he just felt like one of us and just got us. And he had his concert, which we'll get to. He just was a really... probably one of the highlights of the whole weekend.
I definitely
Who knew?
That.
Tyler Posey. Alexis knew.
Alexis
knew.
Yeah, Alexis knew. I didn't know. So I've been awakened.
Yeah, so Michelle is only on season 3 of Teen Wolf, and I had finished Teen Wolf many years ago when it was live on TV. So it was so nice for me to reminisce and watch all of the cast who love each other in front of me. And I was like, I love you guys even more. And Michelle's like, I didn't know how much I love these people. It was just a love fest. Fest all around.
It really was. I'll tell my embarrassing story here.
Okay.
And then we'll move on.
We'll move on from it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So just jumping into Sunday at the end of the day, it was a great Sunday, and we'll tell you all about it. But I was done. And I come out of the bathroom and I tell Liz, I'm finished. I'm tapped out. I can't speak anymore.
And I was like, but Tori DeVito.
So I was like, all right, fine. So I put the headphones on. I go over.
I should have done it.
Liz should have done it. And I say, we're at Epics and Chill with Tori Dorito. Did you catch that? I said Dorito. And then I say, I mean Tori DeVito.
It still makes me laugh. It's been 3 days.
Okay. But then I just don't even try to say her name again. I ask her the question. We walk away, and Liz is like, she's so wonderful.
She was.
Liz, I called her Tori Dorito.
And I was like, I didn't hear that. Because you have to understand, as I'm recording on my phone, Michelle has the mic, so she hears herself in the headphones. So you're talking lower than you normally would. And I'm on the side of her. So I didn't hear her say Dorito. And I think it got in her head because we went up to the fine artist for Disney, Clinton, and he had lots of art, and one of them was Doritos that he had painted. I was like, see, it got in your head, Michelle. But I didn't hear her say Dorito. And then we played the episode back, and she's like, no, I can't listen. And she did say it. So
I told you I said it.
She did.
Lives rent free.
I know.
Me and Tori locked eyes as I called her Tori Dorito. And
she was sweet about it if she heard you.
Yeah, well, just
guys,
kill me.
Michelle talks slow. So maybe, just maybe, Tori did not hear you say Dorito.
But then probably
DeVrito.
I did Tori Dorito. I mean Tori DeVrito.
DeVrito. And for some reason still, DeVrito makes me laugh more than Dorito.
Because how do you screw it up twice? How does one screw it up twice?
It happens to the best of us.
Right. Yeah.
If that was the worst of it, that was the worst
That
of
was
it.
the worst
And like
of it.
you
And
can't
that's not even really
it's
the
not
worst
even
of
bad. It's not bad.
I will say this. The best part about the question we asked is the intense eye contact that you make with these people and then the relief that comes.
They're
after.
like, oh, thank you for not asking me about you know my personal life and my romantic life or my kids or whatever it is. So
yeah, because the bottom line is I already know the answer and I'm never going to ask you
We've heard the answer
that.
100 times.
I just watched you on a panel. I probably know background about the OC or Twilight. I'm going to ask you something different.
Right.
Okay. We met, like we said, a lot of cool people.
Super cool.
This weekend. So we want to shout out some of the interactions we had with the attendees. We spoke to Elise.
Okay, so we're here with Taylor Lautner's biggest fan. Your name?
My name is Elise, and I'm from Toronto, Canada.
She's a Canadian! We
Yes.
love Canadians here. Okay, so give us your journey, your Taylor Lautner journey.
Sure. So, like everyone else, I fell in love with him when he was Jacob Black in Twilight. I was 12 years old at the time. I'm 26 now. I've almost met him like 3 times, never worked out, so now I'm here to finally accomplish my teenage dream.
Oh my god.
I was actually named Canada's biggest Twilight fan in 2012 by like Canadian media company, so yeah, I'm excited to meet him. I've been like interviewed by the Today Show and things,
So cool.
but I've never met him, so I'm so excited.
God.
Yeah, I have a picture at 1:30.
And she said he was super sweet because obviously it's Taylor Lautner. We know he is.
Right. Jane.
Janie girl.
Jane, I feel like needs her own episode. I met Jane Saturday morning at breakfast. I was getting myself coffee and oatmeal and we struck up a conversation. Jane is, I believe Jane's 84.
84, I think we said.
Yes. And she was there for Scott Patterson, traveled by herself.
Only for Scott Patterson.
Right.
Like nobody else.
But traveled by herself, was so sharp.
Yes, very.
I was just so amazed because I have become a caretaker to my aunt who has dementia and she's in her 70s and it's just trying.
It's very
difficult.
trying.
And so Jane was like this breath of fresh air and she showed me pictures of her husband, her late husband and her pets and her daughter and it was just so sweet.
Her late husband, who she believes to look like Scott Patterson, hence her love of Scott Patterson.
Right. The way that Luke looks at Lorelai
Yeah.
is the way her husband looked at her.
Which is so sweet.
Well, I've been following him for 2 years, and he resembles my late husband, Luke. And so I have the crush on Luke, and my daughter says I can have the mother figure on Scott. So I'll take them both.
So we hung out with Jane a lot this weekend.
Yeah, we found Jane a lot. She's
I
like,
know,
ladies.
She's the sweetest. Definitely a highlight for me was meeting Jane. We met Mary, which was super sweet.
Hey, Mary.
Hi, Mary. I'm so sorry I didn't record because I didn't realize the recorder had to be hit twice. Mel. Pausing for Mel.
Yes.
We were walking around and Mel was online. Should we call her Mel or Mel? I like to call her Mel.
I know. Mel just sounds more fun.
And she goes, oh my God, are you guys the Let's Talk OC girls? Instant cry. I teared up. You shout me out. We hugged her. How cute.
Yeah.
So we're here with Mel, who apparently listens to Let's Talk OC and loves it. So it's so great. So nice to meet you, Mel. So tell us about your OC journey.
I love the OC. I've loved the show since I was in middle school. I'm 30 years old now, so it's been a journey. I mean, Marissa, her character storyline is just like a knife to my heart. But I just love all the characters so much, and I feel like the show's really timeless. Like, any kind of age group can relate to it, like different things the characters go through in the show, and they're just so cool, and I can't wait to meet them tomorrow!
We're so excited for you. It was really nice to put a name to a face, and we had spoken to her a bunch during our run on Let's Talk OC, so it just was really nice to meet her.
And I said to Liz, if we just meet one Betty.
Yeah.
One Betty at the convention.
We just wanted someone to just, just say hello. If you didn't want to say hello, it's cool. If you saw us and you didn't want to say, that's fine. But she was like, "Oh, I'm so happy I got to like meet you girls." And we're like, "Duh, same."
Yes, same. Always say hello.
Yeah.
We got to see Jordan.
Jordan's a throwback.
Oh my gosh, the king of captions.
He is the king. He's the king of captions. He's the king of fandoms because he is always getting on the fandom. We met him in Tree Hill, our first year in Tree Hill.
Yep.
He won one of our giveaways. He won a Keith Nugget ticket, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah.
So it was nice to like reminisce and catch up with him because it's been a couple of years since then. It's been almost like, oh my God, like 4 or 5 years.
That was Icon.
Yeah. So that was like 2017.
Yeah. Wow.
We're both like, wow.
Wow. Also, Kelly and her daughter Ashley. Kelly was working on the crew.
Yeah, volunteer.
And she helped us Saturday at check-in, and she helped Jane.
And she helped Jane, yeah.
We saw her throughout the day, and her daughter Ashley was there.
So sweet.
She wrote a script, a teen drama, and she wanted to have Brian Greenberg sign it.
Yeah, and she said that he thought she was giving it to him, and she's like, no, I just want you to sign it.
So sweet.
So isn't that cool? That's amazing.
I know. I loved it. I met Elkie at the end of the day on Sunday.
In the bathroom?
In the bathroom. And I was like washing my hands. I was like, wait, let me give you our card and our sticker outside the bathroom to connect. She was so sweet. And then we met Heather and her daughter Addison from Teens Want to Know. Well, she's a representative of Teens Want to Know.
Yes, Teens Want to Know. So they were interviewing Tyler Posey before we were able to. And she just was so cute and sweet. And we were together in the panel. And like, it was just nice to put to meet someone else that was doing media things like we were.
Yeah. And everybody else that we talked to and met and smiled, and you took our stickers and our cards.
Thank you.
Thank you. Say hello.
Thank you.
Say hello, please.
Yeah.
I think we're not intimidating.
Right? I hope we're not.
We're just two girls with pink microphones that give you stickers.
Right. If you didn't know what you're listening to, were those the girls that were running around with those pink microphones?
Yeah.
Hopefully they stood out.
Yeah. I think they did.
I think they did.
Yeah.
Because people were like, I keep seeing you girls doing this thing with the pink mics. What is this about? This is your radio show? I'm like, basically, yes.
Pretty much, yeah. Saturday
night was the highlight of my 33 years, I think.
Probably the highlight of 2022 for me.
Definitely the highlight of 2022.
Without a doubt. So it was a concert with Brian Greenberg and Tyler Posey. I didn't know I needed this so bad.
It didn't even cross my mind. I've been a fan of Tyler Posey as I watched Teen Wolf, and I've fallen off the radar with him a bit because the show has been over and I just haven't kept up with what the cast are doing very closely. But, so I'll see what he posts on socials. However, I did not know he was such a great performer. His music was, can I say epic? It was literally epic, reminiscent of every single band that we listened to in high school and in college. And I remember watching an interview. There was like that After Hours, After Dark, Teen Wolf, and he was talking about how Blink-182 is like his favorite band growing up. And you can tell his music was perfect for everything that we needed. They gave out these really cool glow sticks.
Yes.
That was one of the best things ever. I was like, I'm getting them for my wedding.
And it was all black light.
Black light.
Michelle's
teeth were glowing. The shoes were glowing. It was awesome. And like, he's like, get those fucking chairs out of there. We're moshing.
Yes.
And Michelle and I were literally living our best lives. And then you see like Scott Porter on the side, like cheering him on. I'm like, can this night get any better? I could cry. I could cry right now thinking about it.
We danced so hard.
Sweating.
Jumped up and down.
Sweating.
Screaming my lungs out.
I'm pretty sure I think we were partying the most out of everyone there.
I think so,
Guys,
too.
get on our level.
Yeah, no, seriously. I'm also like a very like, I don't want to say serious dancer, but like when I dance or I'm at a concert.
Oh, no, it's not like a step touch.
No.
It's like you are in it fully.
I am like
I get that.
A jumping bean.
Same.
Also, we've seen Brian Greenberg like 4 times.
Oh, yeah. So we knew
he was great.
He was just as consistent as he normally was.
He's
and he played
too.
He played One Dance.
Yes,
and
the cover.
It was funny because he's like, I'm pretty sure I don't know the words to this, but I'm gonna try anyway. We're like, it's cool.
He was great.
Yeah, it was awesome.
But honestly, I smiled so hard and I could not sleep that night.
I know. We were so giddy. I think that was like probably the latest we stayed up. It was like 11. The latest we stayed out on our weekend trip there, and we got back and we were just like so wired and we were trying to relax, and of course we were watching Gilmore Girls again because every night we watched Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, also just want to shout out Femme performed
Yes.
with Tyler at the end, which
That
was
was
so
awesome.
amazing. It was just like, wow, this concert alone, like, claps.
Yeah,
Claps
and
for you girls.
when we went up to
Yes.
Tyler Posey, we were like, no, we didn't even know we needed this night. So thank you so much. If you're in New York, please, we're coming to your show. And he's like, that's the goal. Like he wants to, do a tour. So we're there.
We're there.
And I told my sister, I'm like, you're coming because we will love it. It was really good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
All right. Let's get to Sunday.
Sunday, which was our favorite day. If not trying to be biased, but Sunday was our favorite.
All right. So the fandoms for day 2 included the OC.
Which epic.
Yeah, Misha Barton, Melinda Clark, and Tate Donovan. So it was like pretty much a Cooper reunion. Gossip Girl, we had Aaron Schwartz, Susanna
Zakowski.
There you go. Jessica Zora, Ed Westwick, and Chase Crawford. Pretty Little Liars, Ryan Merriman, Sasha
Petersa.
Tori DeVito. Brant Doherty. Holly Marie Combs, which Doherty, he was so impressed that you said his last name right.
And I was like, duh. Come on, Noel Khan.
We had the Gilmore Guys again, Heart of Dixie, Caden Black, and Wilson Bethel, along with Scott Porter was still there. Of course, Shane West. What a sweet babe.
Such a sweet babe. And I couldn't believe I was looking at Shane West in the flesh. Michelle, sister Sam, and I would watch A Walk to Remember like it was going out of style. Why we would put ourselves through that torture, I don't know. But I mean, it's a classic. It's like the only movie like that of Nicholas Sparks that I will watch.
Did you read the book?
No, I don't read.
Oh, okay.
No. No, but it was just incredible to be in the presence of Shane West. I never, I think, on a million years that I would be in the same room as him. So it was pretty cool. And he was super sweet.
Very sweet. Very sweet. At the convention, there were a lot of vendors, so we want to shout them out. We had a lot of interactions with them.
Yeah.
And loved all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we made purchases, obviously.
We did. So there was Derek and Ashley from Captain's Comics and Toys.
Derek was a vibe.
Loved Derek. He told us about his favorite superhero and who he would be if he was a superhero.
My favorite superhero is Flash and Green Lantern. Really, Green Lantern because he's got the ring that can do anything. So it's just a really cool opportunity to kind of explore that and have a little fun. Also, flying isn't bad. It's pretty decent. Flash, obviously, just because you're never late to anything.
Then we met Rochelle and Andrew from 13 Reasons Why.
What a cute name.
Oh my God, Rochelle was so sweet.
She was so sweet. Yeah. And we bought pins. We bought little butterflies. They were adorable.
Yeah.
She was super sweet.
Clinton Hobart, who's a fine artist and licensed Disney fine artist.
Which was cool about Clinton is that when we were sitting and waiting for the OC panel, he painted Hercules in the flesh. And he's a licensed Disney fine artist, so it's already, if you went to go buy it, like it's not copyrighted, like it's literally Disney, which is so cool.
So cool.
And he's amazing. And he was awesome, and he was funny, and he took the mic and he was answering questions because they were delayed a little bit. And he just was a cool dude. He answered my question as well.
Yeah.
You'll hear it.
Yeah, he was really awesome. And even though he had a lot of cool drawings of Disney stuff, he also did fine art drawings of snack food, which is so up my alley. So I bought a cheese doodle print. Then we met Connie and Michael from Epic Gift Studio.
Yeah.
Mike was so sweet.
So sweet.
And they were currently watching Gossip Girl.
Yes, they had just finished season 4.
Yeah.
And we were like, that's our favorite season.
Yeah.
And they had cool puzzles.
Yeah.
They had sleeves of puzzles. I mean, they obviously had other merch too, but they had sleeves of puzzles, which was super cool. I've never bought that before. A puzzle of my favorite cast. That would be cool.
Really cool.
You should do it.
Yeah. And there was Kayla from Superstar Designs.
Then we had Built of Barnwood's company, which is Bob Somerhalder, which is Ian Somerhalder's brother, which is so cool. Because he's been in a lot of conventions that we've went to. So it's awesome to have a rapport and see the same vendors. So
We'll put all the links to all the vendors in our show notes. So check them out and see if you like any of their stuff.
Do you want to talk about
panels?
The OC panel, Michelle?
Oh my gosh, the OC Cooper reunion. Yes, I do. I mean, okay. Obviously, super excited for this. Y'all know this. If you know who I am, you know who I am.
Know it.
But I was excited that you were excited.
Of course, I was excited for the whole thing. You know, the whole journey.
I know, but like the feels of it.
Yeah, it was really special.
To see Melinda, Misha, and Tate on stage together.
Yeah. And what's cool about each panel is at the end, they would take a selfie. So they would face, you know, their back would be to us and we would be behind them so we could all take a selfie together, which was really just cute. It was a good idea. So that was awesome.
Yeah, we asked them what is their favorite comfort show. So Melinda said Cheers.
Cheers, yeah.
And then Tate said The Great British Baking Show.
Yeah, which is such a good one.
Yeah.
Misha said that she likes that too, and that they do the American version. She told him to watch it.
Did you ever watch it?
I've seen it before, yeah. It's good. I mean, I love all those kind of cooking and baking shows.
Yeah.
They're very comforting.
They are peaceful.
It's just you're just very relaxed while you're watching.
We also attended the XOXO, the Gossiping About the Boys with Chase Crawford and Ed Westwick.
God, what? I don't even know what I was going to call them.
They love each other.
They love each other. It's nice to see two people who love each other.
Yeah.
And they have their inside jokes and they were goofy and everyone went crazy for them naturally. And Chase did talk about the boys a lot. And Ed just kind of goofed pretty much the entire time. And then we had to leave because we had our photo op.
We did have our photo op with Misha and Melinda, which when that was announced, I remember it was a Sunday morning a couple months ago, and I bought that so fast.
She's like, I bought it for us. We're going.
Yeah, and then I told Liz after the fact because this is like once in a lifetime.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't think this will happen again.
Yeah, and I just felt like we needed to be in the presence of queens.
Mm-hmm.
We also did get to speak to Melinda and Tate, which if y'all know, you know.
Michelle and I walked away from Melinda and then just...
Well, no. Let me back up, Liz.
Okay.
Because if you know, and if you're new here, we had Let's Talk OC. We were asked if you could talk to one person from the cast. This was over 2 years ago. We both said Melinda Clark.
Yeah. When we finished and wrapped on that show, we both said Melinda because we, see her as a person and we were just like, she would be an awesome cast member to actually get the opportunity to talk to. Not that we wouldn't want to talk to anyone else, but she was just very special to us.
But we also love Julie Cooper.
And we love Julie. Julie was on our top 5.
Right. So we get to talk to her and we have a really good conversation. And I'm just like, I can't believe this is happening. And we walk away and I grab Liz's arm and I said, Liz, walk faster. I'm crying. I'm starting to cry. I'm hysterically crying. We need to go sit. I'm crying. And then Liz looks at me and she starts crying. And I'm in the corner of the convention crying because
Peter Facinelli is like, you guys all right?
But it just was this moment of law of attraction.
Yes, absolutely.
Right. But also loving something. I'm obnoxiously an OC lover since I was 16 years old. I made everybody in my life watch it, including you twice.
I
made you watch it.
I had to watch it twice. Not that I didn't love it, but
made a podcast about it. And then to do this.
It's just like a very crazy, surreal, full circle moment.
Yeah.
Just getting to talk to her and Tate, the two Coopers.
I know.
Awesome. And they were both absolutely adorable and so sweet and so kind and generous.
Yeah, it was special.
It's a show that has meant so much to you as a person.
Yeah.
It's meant so much to us as a company.
Yeah.
So it was just perfect Sunday. Really perfect.
Yeah, but the photo op was fun. It was the only one we did.
No. Yeah. And we went to pick up the tickets. She's like, just one? Just the one photo? We're like, that's it. Just the one photo. Not that we wouldn't have loved to be in photos with everyone else, but we were like, no, Misha and Melinda, that's very special.
Yeah.
The two queens.
And really, I just love having the conversations with everyone we could have the conversations with. That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
And also being in the presence of people who love what you love. You're with your tribe.
Right. And I hope that everyone that weekend felt the same way.
Yes, me too.
I'm in the presence of people who love everything that I love.
Yeah.
And like that's our podcast network, guys. Like if you loved being there, pretty sure you're gonna love us. I might not like completely love your favorite show. No, I'm just kidding. You know, you might want to check us out on a normal basis. That's cool.
Yeah. Also sung happy birthday to Brant Doherty.
He was 37.
Yeah.
37.
That was really sweet. A
Yeah.
group sing along with cake.
Yeah, and Sasha was even on stage and she like presented it with him and it was cool.
Yeah.
It was nice to see the Pretty Little Liars cast because I've been so far removed from that world for such a long time that I was like, oh my God, yes. And like Holly Marie Combs, are you kidding me? I was flabbergasted in front of her and then she answered my question. I was like, you are an angel, literally an angel. And then Brian Krause was next to her, Leo from Charmed. And I was like, this is amazing because I love Charmed, guys.
The last thing we attended at the event, which also I think makes like top moment, was the Taylor Lautner panel.
The best panel of the entire convention. Sorry, not sorry. It was the best.
It was the best one because Tyler Posey crashed it.
Yeah, so Taylor Lautner actually had a panel 2 days in a row. He had it Saturday and Sunday. It was the final panel of each day. And so we didn't get to attend the first one, but we were like, well, it's fine because we'll get to attend the second. And I'm so happy we did. Imagine if we didn't.
No.
I'm sure the first one was just as great, guys, but this was awesome because very early on, Tyler Posey crashes it. And no one was expecting it. I don't think it was planned. Obviously wasn't. And he comes up. And so it was a Taylor and Tyler show. It was hysterical. They talked about how they had grown up in the same town. They went to rival high schools. They both were in acting, so people talked about them equally. They both were up for the role of Jacob. Literally, it was between the two of them. Like, what are the chances? They both were so gracious. They thanked each other for basically being a cool dude and also paving the way for wolves in the universe, because without Twilight and without Stephenie Meyers, Tyler was like, we wouldn't have been here. And they were so just great buds, and they hadn't seen each other in a long time, but they were catching up, and it was literally like nobody else was in the room. They just had a conversation with each other, and I was like laughing and crying, and it was amazing. It was so, so good. Ugh, I want to relive it.
I know.
I want to watch it over and over again.
The bromance between the two of them is strong. I would love to see them work together.
Me too. I'm like, they should have like a podcast.
Really, they really should. Taylor and Tyler.
The Taylor and Tyler, the two T's.
It was so entertaining, and we just sat there in awe.
Yeah, both very just humble, sweet individuals that have a bromance.
Yeah.
And they were really thankful that this convention was able to like rekindle their friendship again. Ugh, it's so cute.
It was so
I couldn't
good.
take the cuteness. I had a smile from ear to ear. Like my face hurt afterwards because I was like, this is exactly what everyone needed for the end of the weekend.
Yeah.
So good.
It was really good.
Yeah.
And that's how we ended convention weekend. And then we went out to eat into the really cute place.
Table and tavern. Tavern and table. Table and tavern.
Tavern and table.
Got it.
You got it.
And we had delicious meal and delicious drinks, and we just like unwinded. Words, guys. And it just was perfect. And then we packed our stuff up, we went home, and we went back to reality. But it was a really perfect weekend. And if you were there, I hope you had just as great a time as we did. You know,
and
cheers to epics.
Absolutely. And if you weren't there, we hope you enjoyed this episode. Also, follow us on Total Betty Podcast Network on Instagram and TikTok, because we're sharing panel clips and the videos of our interviews and just overall clips from the weekend. So if you want to see the visuals, that's where you should check it out.
Yeah, definitely. So join us, and we'll be seeing you in our next episode, whatever that may be, our very special question.
Bye.
Bye.
This has been a Total Betty podcast, produced and edited by Michelle Rubenstein and Alyssa Tenio, music by Anthony Vacora.